straight into questions for Coach Petrino to preview the 2013 season.
We never worry too much about preseason rankings. We got a long season to play, and our focus right now is really getting to camp, getting better every day that we practice in camp, and then preparing for the opener on the 31st.
Coach Petrino, looking at your schedule, it almost feels like you're back in the SBC. I mean, opening against Kentucky and against Tennessee. Just talk about going against familiar teams right off the bat.
Yeah, it's exciting for our players. There's no question about that, and to be able to take the off season and work all for the opener against Kentucky is something our players are excited about. It's something I feel is a real motivating factor. They're out there running right now. It's probably 100 degrees and hot, and you have to have really something to motivate you and look forward to. And certainly that's a great opener. Is something that I've done before, and it really helps you in the off season.
Talking about wanting to win this program in the conference title every year. You only win the Sun Belt 1 year.
Right. Yeah. This is our one and only year in the Sun Belt, and that's our goal, is to win the conference. That's something that we feel like as we build this program, we want to go to a bowl game every year and win the bowl game, and then be conference champions. And we got a great challenge ahead of us. There's some really good football teams in our conference and some really good coaches. So it'll be exciting to see how it all plays out.
It seems like you're pretty comfortable with the style of offense. A lot of teams using this conference not hitting pretty well.
Yeah, we've seen the spread offense a lot, and it's something that's has really taken off in college football, and the tempo spread offense. And some spread offenses are designed to run the ball, some are designed to throw the ball, and you have to set your defense up to be able to stop them. We also have a couple challenges on our schedule in that we're going to face 2 wishbone teams. So we spent some time in spring ball practicing and preparing for that, and we'll have to do that again in camp, because you can't really play a wishbone team and just have 3 days of practice. So that's something that's a huge challenge for us.
How differently, if at all, do you approach things in a conference like this as opposed to the SEC level, where there obviously is a difference in talent level and personnel?
Yeah, you don't approach it any different at all. My philosophy's always been, you worry about getting better in practice each day. You worry about the process, because winning football games is really the end result of doing everything else right. How you prepare, how you get better, how you practice, how you come together as a team. Are you tough enough to win in the fourth quarter? So really what I worry about is the process and what we do each day in practice, and then I feel like winning takes care of itself.
Do you anticipate that there will be as much pressure to win a Sun Belt or next year, win or compete for a Conference USA title as there is pressure in the SEC?
Yeah, there's always pressure. The pressure you put on yourself, the pressure you put on your players, and the pressure the players put on themselves, pressure from the administration and the fans, and something that I've always enjoyed. I think that's one of the fun things about being a football coach, and is having high expectations and putting pressure on yourself to accomplish those expectations, and getting your players to set high expectations and work as hard as they can to achieve. Well, I'm enjoying coaching as much as I ever have. The working every day with the players and helping them get better, helping them improve, helping them see the future that they have in front of them, and overcoming the obstacles to try to get there. I'm enjoying the relationship with the staff probably as much as I ever have in the day-to-day work, and getting in and working the X's and O's, or working on the motivation and planning for the season. So it's just really been enjoyable to me to, be back in it and getting after it.
When you doing your year off?
I worked some on football. Was able to get my hands on some video, some college video, NFL video, and worked a lot on my family. Took a little break, went and saw my mom and dad in Montana. So. But I worked hard on football.
I cover the sports in New Orleans. Coach Payton every Sunday had his binders out for the games and was marking up plays and that kind of stuff. How do you do on Saturdays? Can you pull yourself away from the television and watch college football?
Yeah, I did. I did get away from the television, and I would rather watch the video of game video where you get the sideline and the end zone copy than watch it on TV. So I really didn't watch as much on TV as you would probably think. Sure, you always worry and wonder about that, and I'm just fortunate enough that, Todd Stewart and Dr. Ransdell gave me an opportunity. I'm very grateful for that. It's a situation that worked out extremely well for my family, and now we're just focused on today and what the future will bring.
Coach, how has the fit been for you so far?
How has what?
The fit been for you?
It's been great. We have had great support from the fans. We just finished what we call Toppers on Tour, where we travel the state of Kentucky, and there's a lot of energy and excitement for the upcoming season. I'm excited about our football team. I see a football team where the players have really focused and concentrating on getting better individually, really trying to understand their technique and fundamentals. We've got a group that's gotten stronger and faster since we've been there, and a group of young men that's starting to develop some leadership from within the team. And I always believe that, when you get special leadership from within the team, you have a chance to be a successful team.
You've won everywhere. Is that, you said you kind of worry about when you get your shot again, but your record is just fantastic. Is that probably the main reason that you got another shot, because you've won wherever you've been?
Yeah, I don't know. It was a good fit. I think, when I got on the phone and talked with Todd Stewart and we visited, I felt very comfortable and very familiar with Western Kentucky and the state of Kentucky and my family and where we consider our home to be. And then talking to Dr. Ransdell on the phone from China. He was over in China with our exchange program that he does such a great job with, and it just became a good fit and something that happened very quickly.
At the Sun Belt Media Day last year, Coach Malzahn talked about going from the SEC to the Sun Belt, granted from a coordinator position, and the commitment that he was willing to make, and how he's going to dig into the long knowledge and everything. Somewhat similar to you've gone from SEC now to the Sun Belt level. So frankly, a lot of people think you're one and done. That's a great opportunity to move on. But what's your mental approach in terms of the commitment going in?
Well, I think when you look at that, you just have to understand why we took the job. It was truly a family decision. It was something that was best for everyone involved in my family, and able to get back in the state of Kentucky with the people that have been so good to me and my family. It's a great challenge because we have a lot of work to do. We have a lot to build, and we're trying to really do a great job of building on what Coach Taggart did. And, the university's only been a Division I football program now. This will be our 5th year, and went to the first bowl game last year. So it's an exciting time for everybody.
Can you truly make a long-term commitment, or you just got to wait and see what unfolds?
Yeah, you just try to get to work every day and do the best you can. Well, I have, and I'm very familiar with ULM because we played them a couple times before. They're very, very well coached. Their quarterback is a great football player. His ability to throw the ball, his ability to run the ball, but he's always been able to make plays in pressure situations. So he's a great challenge for us. Lafayette's a program that's very, very talented. When you look at what they've done with the 2 quarterbacks and the speed and size of their receivers, and they're also very well coached. So we got some good challenges ahead of us.
Ago, you said you had some nerves going into the season. How does that compare to maybe first years at other schools? Where does that come from? Just maybe because it's a year you spent out, or just
I think it's just something that comes with the job. If you don't have nerves and you don't get nervous about things, I've always felt like you might not be able to succeed and motivate yourself to do well. So it's not something that's unfamiliar.
And what do you remember
Yeah, I've been back here a couple times recruiting, but I think the number one memory I have from that game is scoop and score. You have to scoop and score, something we have to work on every day, because we had an opportunity there right at the end when we blocked a punt to scoop and score, and we didn't get it done. But had a great experience. What a tremendous bowl they put on, and all the people of New Orleans and Louisiana were awesome.
This is on Paul as he's first year as a head coach.
Yeah, Paul will do great. He's been waiting for this for a long time. He's been preparing himself for it for a long time. It's a great challenge. They were very successful a year ago, and he'll get in there and really do an excellent job.
How much have you guys had a chance to kind of compare notes and just kind of talk about your
Well, we talk a lot.
Right.
We talk a lot and exchange, ideas and how did this for you, how did spring ball go, and so there's a lot of back and forth, and he's real excited about it, and he's got a good staff and some good young players. So work hard on building the program, and I think it'll be great for their program to be in the Sun Belt next year and some in a direction.
This year, we had opens at Arkansas. Can you tell people there about what they'll be walking into and what you left behind there?
I'm just worried about our opener in Tennessee, 31st, and getting our team prepared for that.
What about the atmosphere?
It'll be a good atmosphere. It's always fun to go into a loud stadium that you have to do a good job handling the noise. Really, the biggest thing when you go. Job. The biggest thing when you go on Tennessee opener is we've got to make sure that we don't beat ourselves. If you don't beat yourself, a lot from we always everybody gets really is you don't and job with them. How it plays out when we vote for on the report.
You mentioned Paul earlier. Conversation travel back, I guess, December before he took his job.
Well, a lot. He came in and interviewed for it 4 years ago, and he kept bragging about the facilities and the new building and the new part of the stadium, and I really saw it for myself.
As a coach, it's been so many different conferences. About I'm sorry, I'm with Monday News Store.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Just as a coach, it's been so many different conferences. Not in the Sun Belt, but it might be one of the more weaker conferences because you see so many people jumping into Conference USA as y'all are next year. But being in this conference, what can you say about maybe the things people don't realize and how marketable it is and it brings so much attention nationally?
Well, when you look back on the success that the Sun Belt had last year, it just speaks for itself. You had 4 teams go to bowl games and, some really major upsets, and Lafayette almost beat Florida. So when you just look at the video and look at the success from a year ago, it speaks for itself. It's going to be very, very competitive. There's some great coaches, some outstanding athletes in it. So I'm just excited to see how it all plays out.
Coach, what adjustments have you had to make to get back into the coaching profession this year?
Not a lot of adjustments. I just went right back into getting to work and excited about that. So, I'm excited just on a daily day-to-day basis of working with young athletes and working with our staff.
Seeing as Browning was that preseason Offensive Player of the Year, you faced him as a freshman, and then did you watch the game against Arkansas?
Yeah, actually I did watch that game.
So seeing the way that he has developed over the years, what can you say about the type of player that he is and the presence that he brings on the field?
Well, he really operates their offense, very, very well. He can throw the ball. He can use his legs to make plays. But I think the thing that stands out when I watch him and watch the video from a year ago is in pressure situations, he's at his best. And, that's what you want out of a quarterback. That's what we all look for out of a quarterback. And he's really proven that that's what he can do.
You have gone to a building opportunity, any opportunity, this is very complicated.
Yeah, I'm just excited about being at WKU, and it played out perfect for my family, and I think it's a great situation for the team that we have coming back. We have some challenges, we've got to develop a quarterback, we've got to develop some wide receivers, and we have to do a good job with our defensive front. But when you look on what's returning at linebackers in the secondary, you look on offense, what we have on the offensive front, the running backs and tight ends, we have a chance to be a good football team, and we just have to come together and do a great job of developing the other positions.